Good morning, 10th standard. Let's start with the 12th question. Till 11th I explained you that day. Now we are going to do 12th question. They say find the ratio between total surface area of the cylinder to its curved surface area. They have given height 7.5 and radius 3.5. That means both height and radius are given. You can also convert it into fraction if you want. This will be 75 by 10. The radius will be 7 by 2, 35 by 10, 7 by 2. Here you get cutting with 5, 13 by 2. Sorry, 15 by 2. You get 15 by 2 here and radius this. Now they say find the ratio between total surface area to curved surface area. Total surface area formula is 2 pi r into r plus h and curved surface area is 2 pi r h. So 2 pi r and 2 pi r cancels. We are left with r plus h over h. So just add r plus h over h, that gives you the ratio. Okay. Now starting with the 13th question. Now they say radius of the base of the cylinder is halved and height is double. Let the height be h. In the first case, radius r. Now they say if the radius is half, so here radius is h by 2 and height is double, so height becomes 2h. Now they say what is the ratio of new cylinder to original cylinder. Now volume of new cylinder is pi r square. R is r by 2 square into h. So that gives you pi r square by 4 into 2h. So pi r square h by 2, and here you get the volume is pi r square h. Now we want volume of the new cylinder, pi r square h by 2 upon volume of original cylinder. So that gives you this divided by pi r square h. So when you convert this into multiplication, pi r square h by 2 into 1 over pi r square h, this cancels, ratio is 1:2. Coming to 14th question. The sum of radius and height of the cylinder is 37. Total surface area 2 pi r plus h is equal to 1628. We have to find height and then volume. Very easy. R plus h is given to you 37 here. So 2 pi r into 37 is equal to 1628. So pi is 22 by 7 into 37 into r is 1628. From here calculate r. Substitute in this. R you will get from here. Substitute here and get h from here. After that find out volume pi r square h. Hope I am clear. Total surface area is given, r plus h is given. R plus h value you substitute and you will get r from here. Substitute r here to get h. After getting h, we get volume pi r square h. Now 14th second part. Total surface area, height is given, find the radius. Almost the same. Total surface area is 2 pi r into r plus h. That is given as 352 and height is 10. We have to find the radius. So just substitute here 2 into 22 by 7 into r plus h. R is to be calculated. Okay, let's multiply this. That gives you 2 pi r square plus 2 pi rh is equal to 352. They have given total surface area of the cylinder and the height. The radius is to be calculated. Okay, no need to multiply. Just see here what we do. 2 pi r into r plus h. So we multiply 2 into 22 by 7 into r plus 10 is equal to 352. This is given. So this gives you 44 by 7 and this I take to the other side is equal to 352 into 7 by 2 into 22. So this goes with 11. 11 2 11 3s are 33, 32, 2, 16, 2, 8, 8 7s are 56. So here r square plus 10r is equal to 56. Make a quadratic. Minus 56 is 0. Factors of 56 to give you 10. 2 into 2 into 2 into 7. So to give 10 we get 14 and 4. So that is r square plus 14r minus 4r minus 56. Calculate r from here. After getting r, then they say the diameter. So calculate 2r. Diameter is 2r is to be calculated. Okay. Now 15th question. The ratio between curved surface and total surface area is 1:2. Curved surface area is 2 pi rh. Total surface area 2 pi r into r plus h. This ratio is 1:2. 2 pi r cancels. So this, when I cross multiply, I get 2h is equal to r plus h. H bringing to this side. So I get h is equal to r is your first equation. Now they say find the volume. Total surface area is 616. Total surface area is 2 pi r into r plus h is equal to 216. R and h are equal. So I can say 2 pi r into r plus r. That is 2r because h is equal to r. So in place of h I can write r. So that gives you 2r. 216. So multiplying all we get 4 pi r square is equal to 216. So 4 into 22 by 7 into r square is equal to 216. So r we can calculate from here. Okay. After getting r, then they say find the volume. Volume can be calculated because radius and height both are the same. Whatever r you get, same is height. Now 16th question. In the 16th question, they say two cylindrical jars contain the same amount of milk. If they contain the same amount of milk, that means their volume is the same. Diameters are in the ratio 3:4. So first diameter 3x, second diameter 4x. So radius here 3x by 2, radius here 4x by 2, that is 2x. We have to find the ratio of their heights when the volumes are same. Let the height be h1, height be h2. So volume here is equal to pi r square 3x by 2 square into h1, and volume here is equal to pi r square into h2, and both are equal. So when we equate them equal, when we equate, this pi cancels and I get 9x square by 4 h1 is equal to 4x square h2. h1 over h2 is equal to 4x square into 4 over 9x square. X square cancels. So ratio of the heights is 16:9. Got it? Ratio of the heights 16:9. h1 over h2 we bring 4 over 9x square to this side. 17th question. A rectangular sheet of tin foil 30 by 18 can be rolled to form a cylinder in two ways, along length and along breadth. Now any piece of paper can be rolled in two ways to get the cylinder. It can be rolled in two ways to get the cylinder. How? To see, I'll show you here. Like suppose this is your paper, length is 30, this length is 30 and this breadth is 18. So one way is we can roll it like this. This is called breadthwise. Breadthwise I am rolling it. I have rolled it breadthwise. So when we roll it breadthwise, then what happens? Just see, and made a cylinder. We have made a cylinder, rolling it breadthwise. So the breadth you can see, it becomes your height. The breadth becomes your height. Okay.